So the Detroit Lions have traded away former number 1 overall pick Matthew Stafford. I understand the move. I think that they kind of realized they hit their ceiling with Matthew Stafford. They're going into a full-blown rebuild. I don't think Matthew Stafford was willing to go through that rebuild once again just because he's been through so many of them in Detroit multiple times. So it's one of those things where the organization did him a service and they said, okay, we probably have reached our ceiling with Matthew Stafford. We're going to send him to the LA Rams where he has a chance to win a Super Bowl, and we're going to get some good draft capital back. Look, I like what the Detroit Lions got back for Matthew Stafford. I really do. They were able to get back 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and a capable starting quarterback in Jared Goff that has been to a Super Bowl in the past. Now, like I said, is Jared Goff a franchise-changing quarterback? Is he amazing? No, he's not one of those guys. You know, he needs a good roster around him to consistently win big games in the NFL. He ideally needs a good offensive line because he's not all that mobile. He needs a solid running game. And for the most part, more times than not, Jared Goff is just as good as the plays that are being called for him. But Jared Goff is able to more times than not execute those plays, for the most part, And Jared Goff was drafted number 1 overall in 2016 for a reason. He may not be this franchise-changing quarterback, but I've seen Jared Goff on Monday Night Football go toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes and beat Patrick Mahomes in a big-time matchup on Monday Night Football, one of the greatest Monday Night Football games I've ever seen. I've seen Jared Goff outplay Drew Brees in the Superdome, on the road in the playoffs. I've seen Jared Goff get to a Super Bowl. He may not have won the Super Bowl. He may have played poorly in the Super Bowl, but getting to a Super Bowl is a very hard thing to do. Philip Rivers, for years and years throughout his career, could never get to a Super Bowl, okay? Michael Vick, never been to a Super Bowl, There's been a lot of really good quarterbacks that have never been to Super Bowls. I'm not saying Jared Goff necessarily carried the Rams to a Super Bowl. Look, is Jared Goff the future of the Detroit Lions franchise? Personally, my gut tells me no. I don't think Jared Goff is being put in a great position to succeed in Detroit because, well, that's kind of where quarterbacks go to die. But here's the thing. Jared Goff is a solid, capable franchise quarterback that gives the Lions some stability going forward, okay? And I can make the argument Jared Goff is the second best quarterback in his division now behind Aaron Rodgers, okay? He's better than Kirk Cousins because Kirk Cousins, he hasn't been to a Super Bowl, and Mitchell Trubisky, don't get me started. So, I do like what the Detroit Lions got back for Jared Goff. No doubt about it. Listen, this Detroit Lions team is not that good. And what do you need when you're not a good football team? And what do you need when you are rebuilding? You need draft picks. They got those draft picks, and in the process, they got a solid, stable quarterback that can try to go out there and win them football games, and they can evaluate Jared Goff while they potentially look for probably their next young, game-changing franchise quarterback, whether it's Justin Fields or Trey Lance this year, or maybe a guy like Keaton Slovis, Spencer Rattler, or Sam Howell next year, because I don't think Detroit is going to be that good this year. So we'll see how it goes for Jared Goff. I'm wishing him luck. I don't think he's going to play all that well in Detroit, but if you're the Detroit Lions, you got a lot of stuff back from Matthew Stafford, and you should be proud. You should be happy with your organization. No doubt about it if you're a Lions fan. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.